We are back. Welcome back to another episode, installment on the O&J podcast. I'm your coach, Jeremiah.
I'm your co-host Orlando.
Hope everyone's having a good day, a good night. Skin tone, chicken bone, leave me alone. A lot of news to get into. What we got first?
Let's talk about Kawhi, man.
Really? I did not know that's the first. I didn't know that was the first you was gonna go, but I'm with it.
I
I'm
don't know.
with
I
you. I'm
feel
with
like I just wanted to start off with Kawhi because I think last was the last episode or the episode before we were mentioning I think we this was the episode when the trade happened. We made the joke about Kawhi wanting to move to a whole different out of the US because of the investigation that was going on. Um but apparently the trade will not go through until the investigation is done.
Oh yeah.
Um, so I
Indeed,
think
indeed.
from my understanding, the trade was agreed upon. The NBA went up to the Raptors and they were like, "Hey, you can do the trade if you want, but if we find that there's something wrong and we have to discipline Kawhi, you guys will have to be in charge of that." For example, if they decide to void his contract or suspend him for 3 years out of the league or whatever they decide to do, the Raptors
Years.
have to take that penalty on themselves by trading for him. And I think the Raptors decided we'll wait till after the investigation. Um, at least that was my understanding of how it worked out. So the trade is not completed until that's over.
Because I'm trying to remember, right? Like because when was this first reported,
A year ago. It's been like a year.
right? And we haven't like heard no updates. Like we
Yeah.
haven't heard no. And I mean, cases like they're dealt with in the court or whatever. But like it was just like this humongous accusation that Clippers were allegedly like funneling money through fake companies to pay him, and then that's it. No like evidence, like no like, oh, this has been found, like no updates, like hey, like because I mean he did play games after that, right? Yeah, I believe like he played some games after that. So it was just like we put this big accusation out there and then just vanish, right? So this is a very interesting update, I'd say. Um I mean the first, like I said, the first accusations were just pretty wild, right? And then, you know, and then it's interesting because it's like if you're Toronto, I don't know if you said I don't, like Toronto must have not known about this if they're making this move. You know what I mean? So like that's interesting in itself as well. So it's a lot to unpack, but I'm curious to see like how long, because if it's been a year and we haven't really heard no updates or anything like that, like I wonder how much longer like it's gonna take to even like I like this doesn't this type of case doesn't seem like it's something that'll be. I mean, the NBA season's probably gonna start in like 1 or 2 months from now, maybe 3 months. Like I don't know if this is the type of case that'll be solved, within 2 or 3 months with the type of with so many different part. Oh, what you got different? What you got?
It's just the thing that if this has been going on for a while, right? And like the NBA is a multi-billion-dollar organization, right? They have billions of dollars, right? And I'm guessing this investigation, they hired probably some investigation like company to assist them in all of this. Um, if you're paying, you got the money for it, you're hiring a company, like tell this company to hurry it up and get them results. Like you're
Yeah.
paying a lot of money for this. Like this is affecting your NBA business.
Yeah.
Okay, whether if whether the delay is on the NBA's fault or whatever company they hired or whatever, put put your foot on the gas pedal and get this resolved.
Yeah. Because I mean, this is a big. I mean, Kawhi's he's still he can still do some things on the court. Like he's not a washed up superstar, right? So, like this is a very high profile type of player. So for this to still be a thing, um, is kind of interesting. At the end, like you said, this is like billions of dollars we're talking about, right? In terms of just billion-dollar teams, billion-dollar owners. So like for this type of thing to kind of happen in such a high profile type of league and high revenue driven type of league, you really don't like to see it. It kind of surprises you, right? I mean, just with you would think that all the ducks are in a row, So it's interesting and curious to see if this will still be something because I don't know what will be the date that I guess it has to get approved, like the deadline. I don't know, like trade deadline or
It needs to be soon. What I
I
know.
guess I guess like a date. Like I mean, it'll be interesting to see like what this looks like preseason wise, right? Like if if Kawhi is able to suit up, if this is able to get pushed through, by that time. I mean, you did see Brandon Ingram at Summer League. I'm not sure if he was there supporting because I don't think the Raptors have played yet. I don't think so. Have they? I don't know. I don't think I've seen a Raptor Summer League game yet. Like I don't even think I've seen them on the box score or nothing. So I don't know. And Clippers did play too. So like I don't know, or I think they did play. I'm tripping. But um like I'm wondering which team he was there like supporting because I mean he was pretty much there, with his girl. So it's like I wonder like what team like was he there supporting the Clippers or was he there supporting the Raptors? I mean with this type of situation and like it's kind of tough for Ingram too because I mean Kawhi's kind of established. You know what I mean? Like he's won his championship. He's kind of put up numbers, and he's won a championship with Spurs. The Raptors, like so he's put up his numbers. He's kind of established himself. Like he doesn't really have too much more to prove. Essentially, like rather than a Brandon Ingram who's like kind of in his prime, still kind of trying to establish himself as one of those stars and get healthy and things like that. So like for a young player like Ingram, who's kind of in his prime, like that's got to be a tough situation to be in too, because it's like you don't really know, like what to expect, like you know what I mean, and you just trade and then like if he has to go back, like that's got to be interesting too. Like is this another Jaylen Brown situation? Like like y'all wanted to trade me, but now I gotta come back and still try to act like everything's all right. I mean, I guess that's the professional part, but it's a lot of layers, it's a lot of layers with this type of situation. But curious to see, yeah, like what it will look like, close to preseason.
I just know they need to get it together. And B needs to get it together.
They do. They do.
Next up, um, we have I think the one that you wanted to start out with. Maybe
I
this is
thought you
probably
like,
the
I ain't gonna
next
lie, you threw a
episode.
curveball. You threw a curveball.
Um, I'm sorry. I just opened up Shams and I just saw Kawhi and I just went straight there. Um, but we got another Draymond situation. Except it's not Draymond.
Oh, oh, this
Um,
where you going? Okay. Hey, another curveball. Okay, keep going. Okay.
where did you want to start? I don't
It's
know.
all right.
Now,
It's all
now I'm confused. I don't know where you thought where to start.
right. I don't nine figure news, but it's cool.
Nine figure news. Bam, punching Tyler Hero in the face.
Not funny. I'm sorry. It's not funny. I'm sorry. It's not funny.
I mean,
Oh,
if you do a lot of talking to social media, I mean, like you got to do it face to face too. Like, but yeah, how you feel
uh,
about that?
a legit cat fight.
The good
Um,
news is though that at least they're not teammates anymore. Like it's not Draymond punching Jordan Poole who's still on his team.
oh,
Type of situation. At least they're on different teams now.
that
So it's a good
that's
sign.
that's more. You bring that up. That is more wild. What's wrong with Draymond? Yo, what is wrong with that man? What is wrong with him? That you like you literally put that in my head. That was his own teammate. What's wrong with him?
Yeah.
What is? Oh man. Um, this is news. Two Wildcats, two Thundercats, going at it in Vegas, you know. Um, Apparently this was in front of, you know, Tyler Hero's AAU team, right? So it's bad enough, you know, you get traded, but your your teammates, your young bucks that are kind of looking up to you, you know, um, have to see you get punched on. Um, it's tough. And it looked like it looked like he threw some punches too, because I seen like Bam's eye. It looked like, I mean, yeah, it was a little red too. And I don't know how much time had passed from that moment that Bam was on the camera till their skirmish or whatever. So whatever, for it to still be on his face, and like for that to still be on his face while he's still at summer league, by the time he from that time that it happened to when he went to his summer league seat, and for his eyes to still look like that, I mean, it must have been pretty. It must have lasted like a few seconds. Like, you know what I mean? It wasn't just a one off. Like both of them definitely got some licks in. Uh
It's
where do we
funny. It's
start?
funny that they both just walked into summer league like nothing had happened.
Yeah, yeah. Like it's interesting. Do you even like recall? Because I haven't looked it up yet. Like, did you see the post? Like, was it really that bad in terms of like because
The
I hear it
one
was a
post,
DM. Like, I don't know.
yeah. So the one that I saw, um, now I don't know if there was multiple, but the one DM that I saw was like, I forgot what the fan had said. He said something to Tyler Hero, um, about Tyler stepping it up or something. Um, I think the fan was defending Bam. He was like, at least Bam plays defense, gives us like 10 and 10 or something. I need more from you, Hero. And then Hero said something about like, do you really think that defense deserves like a 60 million a year contract or something like that? It's something around those lines. It is not an exact quote.
It's
Maybe I
close.
should find the exact quote, but it was something along those lines, which they took offense to that. Bam did.
You're playing with my money, man. You're playing with my money. Playing with my money.
Let's see if I can find
Um, yeah, that's wild. Especially you're not too far teammate. And this must have been before. And I guess what makes it worse probably is because this must have been when they were teammates. Like this must have been when they were still playing together for him to say something like that. So that's tough. But I mean, to for them to have to get to that point, two former guys, it's tough to see. But um, yeah, I mean, it's random. This is probably the most random news like you could get, in terms of like that you would expect, from two players.
All right. So is this the correct one?
What we got? Ice is
I
so
actually don't. I don't actually don't even know if this is the correct one. I don't even want to. There's so many. I don't want to get fallen into the AI fake DMs because the one I'm looking at seems longer than the one I saw. So,
nah.
but yeah, it was something around those lines of. In the, I think also in the DMs he never mentioned. He never name dropped Bam. He was like, if the shoe fits, the shoe fits.
Mm.
So, but
I
yeah.
mean, I want to see Tyler Hero score 83. That's
I want to see Tyler here score 83. The GOAT 83 points, huh? The
I
number one
mean,
highest scoring person in the NBA.
I'm trying to figure out the timing because, like, if this was while if this while before he got traded, before Hero got traded, then like that's just foul. That's just foul work. But if this was after, then like you could judge it differently on some like just some petty like some bitter type stuff. Like, you got traded. They kept Bam over you. Then it's like, okay. I mean, not to say that you should, talk bad
I
about him on social media, but
Here's some. So this is from an actual article, so I trust these quotes more.
All right, bet.
Some of the quotes from Hero was, "Why are Heat fans so worried about me and what I do? But I'm not the best player on the team, right?
Oh,
You should get paid 60 million to be a top tier defender on some nights. I'm just wondering,
some nights it's crazy.
who did Cleveland prioritize taking away in the playoffs? Who did Boston prioritize taking away when Jimmy got hurt and we was the 8 seed?
Mm,
When I'm healthy, I need help, not the other guy."
mm.
So that was some of the comments made. That triggered Bam.
Yeah, it sounds like it was just time. Yeah, it was time. Uh, the Heat made the choice. Um, it seems like Bam's gonna be a Heat lifer, you know. Uh, and I mean, they made their choice. This is their chance at a slam dunk trade. You gotta do what you can to get Giannis. If you can. You missed out on Dame Lillard, missed out on John Morant. So I mean, it's it's drying up. In terms of superstars that's eligible, right? So, I mean, it was just time. He gets to go to his home state, get a fresh new start, get a brand new start, and hopefully put together some healthy seasons. And yeah, we'll see how it goes. What was your initial reaction? When seeing like Bam Tyler Hero involved in an altercation, like what were your thoughts?
The Draymond situation's happening again. And then I remember they're not teaming. And then I
Mhm.
was like, oh, we're bringing some real rivalry into the NBA now. There's no more buddy buddy now, these two. I can't wait for these two to go off once they have to play against each other. That's going to be fun. That's going to be fun. Because someone has to prove something.
They're gonna have to play each other like what, 4 years, four times, something like that.
They play each other 4 times a year? Oh, I guess they do,
Well,
yeah.
I guess since they're in the same conference, yeah.
Yeah, you're right. 4 times. It's going to be fun.
I will
That's your
be.
Christmas game right there. Heat versus Bucks.
All right, now. All right, NBA. You know what you gotta do.
Yeah, put it on the schedule.
That would be interesting. And then Giannis returning. I guess from a Milwaukee standpoint, you can't really be mad at Giannis, right? Like in terms of like a booze, like booze would be crazy.
Didn't they say they were going to retire his jersey? There's
Yeah.
talks about that also. He can't.
Maybe I don't know if this is like a hot take, but it like maybe not. I don't know, but you know what I'm about to ask. Like, is he the greatest buck ever?
Is he the greatest Buck ever?
Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, Oscar Robertson, Mr. Triple Double, Michael Redd, Larry Sanders, Monte Ellis,
How many did Kareem only won one with the Bucks, right? Kareem
Eric
was only one with the
Bledsoe.
Bucks. Why are you talking about some Eric Bledsoe out here?
Um,
Mister, I don't want to be here right now.
Dang. Did Kareem win? I think he did. I think he did win one.
Right? How many years was Kareem with the Bucks though? Because I think Giannis was with the
Um,
Bucks for
How
longer.
many years was he in the league? I think like he was in the NBA like forever. Um,
Because Kareem left to go with the Showtime Lakers.
mm-hmm. Mr. Look shot. So he won one with the Bucks. Yes. So you were correct.
How many
Mhm.
years? Do you know how many years
How many years what?
was he with the Bucks? How many years did Kareem spend?
Let's find out.
Because Giannis was like what 13 years with the Bucks, something like that, 10 or 13.
I think so.
Four,
Um,
four.
I love his like beginning. I love Giannis's like beginning stories too. Like, like him like using his per diem money to like get his family like groceries and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Like it's so wholesome. Like you just love hearing stuff like that. Um, I don't know. It's
Honestly,
not.
when you kind of think about it,
I'm sorry.
I think
Seven
at the
years,
end of it,
seven
at the end of it,
seasons.
I think Giannis will be. the greatest Buck, just for the reason of when you think of the Milwaukee Bucks, I feel like you're gonna think of Giannis because I think you're gonna associate Kareem more with the Lakers, the Showtime Lakers. I think Kareem is gonna be thought more as a Laker than a Buck, and I think Giannis, I don't think he's gonna be considered more on another team compared to the Bucks.
Mm. Do you think of, to be honest, more I don't know. I don't know if it's that easy. Giannis is great. Don't get me wrong, but like, I mean, it's some legends, bro. Like, I mean, like, Oscar Robertson, Kareem. But then even if you want to go role players, like Sidney Moncrief, like, it's some guys, within the Bucks organization that's like some legendary names. Not to say Giannis isn't up there, like he's top five, but like, I don't know if it's that easy though. Because like, I think that would be yes for like our generation. But if you're thinking like multiple generations, then it's like I don't know.
Kareem
Like if you're
spent
thinking like,
6 seasons with the Bucks.
oh, Giannis?
Kareem.
Oh, six. Okay. Yeah.
So Giannis spent more time with the Bucks.
And there it is. He put up numbers though.
That's the main
Uh,
reason I say probably controversial take. Kareem is an all time great. But again, I feel like anytime you think of Kareem, you're gonna think of the Lakers. Anytime you think of Giannis, you're gonna think of the Bucks.
is Adrian Griffin still coaching? Like, I don't know.
I don't know.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I don't think so.
Anyway,
Dang. Number one, like number one C, like you're looking on up and up, and
why did this just randomly come up to your head?
I don't know because like I'm just thinking about like I'm just thinking about just Bucks, like just how stuff played out. I mean, it's from Giannis, like and just Giannis leaving, it's just making you think about like what went wrong like from years before, and just like losing Drew Holiday, like you know what I mean, and it's just a lot.
I mean, I feel like the Bucks started doing stuff that they thought was going on the correct direction without thinking of so much of if Giannis maybe approved. I don't. Would Giannis have approved all the stuff that they made? I think the downfall started maybe when they fired Bud. He got them a championship.
Right.
Got fired. Um, I think maybe Giannis might have been close. Obviously the next up runner up did not do so well. Trading Drew Holiday, who they I guess he was really close with.
Right.
Um, Probably doesn't help. Um, then them randomly deciding, Dame is hurt, we're just gonna cut him. That definitely doesn't help.
Right.
So, no decisions up in the field.
Sure. But yeah. No, he definitely does he get a statue? Or
The
does it
man's not even retiring. They're talking about retiring his jersey. I'm pretty sure he'll get a statue.
he get a statue? Yeah. I agree. I think he'll get a statue. Too. I don't see
All
why
right,
not.
next up. Um, did you happen to be wanting to talk about the $252 million contract
Ah,
extension that Wemby
a
got?
little bit. A little
Is,
bit.
is that what was on the top of your mind?
Honestly,
The
I thought
money
it was the
sign
first.
raining down.
I thought that was gonna be the first thing we talked about. I'm gonna be honest. Um, but yeah.
I mean, that Bam getting Bam punching here. you
Oh
know,
man, that's tough.
but yeah, Wemby signed that contract. 252, 5 years. Yeah, 5 years.
I
Um,
wonder if like, I wonder if Asia Wilson was there. Cause like that could like give that could like give it could give you some extra juice. I ain't finna hold you.
bro,
From
we're talking about Wemby.
From Tyler Hero's perspective though. You know what I mean?
From okay, that's
Yo,
a thought.
Bro, I can't get beat in front of Agent Wilson, bro. Like what? Respect.
Okay, doesn't Tyler Hero have a wife and kid
I don't know about wife, but yeah.
or a partner? Anyway,
Partner. Yeah.
Wemby contract two fifty
Wemby.
two million, 252 million, 5 years. He actually took a pay cut to help the Spurs. By the way, he took a pay cut because he could have had
Great guy.
303 million, but he only took 252 million.
Wow. Only 252. What a great
Only
guy.
252, making sure they have enough wiggle room. Give De'Aaron Fox another max contract extension.
Yeah. Uh Skin tone chick. Let me stop. I'm sorry, I gotta get that out of my head. I'm sorry. Uh wow. A 50, what is this? A $51 million
Two
discount?
fifty two. Oh, the discount, yeah.
50?
Like
Are you
the
giving a
50.
team are you giving a team a $50 million discount? I'm just curious.
Well, I'll be lucky if my life savings get anywhere near 252. I'll be lucky if my life savings ever gets close to that 51 million. Like,
But yeah, nah. I mean, shout out to him, you know, seeing the bigger picture. He's taking the Brunson route, right? You know, giving team, some cap flexibility, to, build around them, build around the organization. I mean, 51 million, and but what makes this different though is like well, I don't know if Brunson's, oh no, 'cause Brunson did his with his first max deal too, I believe, right? Yeah.
mm,
No,
yes.
no, no, he
No,
didn't. No,
second.
this was the second deal, right?
This is the second deal. Yeah, he had
Yeah,
4 years with
yeah. The
the
4 year,
Mavs.
like 40 mil
And
or
then,
something.
yeah, then I did what, like 3, 4 years with the Knicks, and then re-sign on the discount.
Oh, wow. Okay. That makes it even better. Wow. Um, yeah, this is interesting. Just because I mean, like they said, it could have been a $300 million deal, right? Probably could have capped out at 70 mil or something like that, like some wow, which is kind of the money that people were like expecting Wemby to get, right? It's interesting just to, you know, for such a your first like big mega deal, and the timing of it, and he's so young that you choose to do it like at this time. It says a lot about him, as a teammate, as well. Just doing what's best for the organization. And I think and I mean, I don't know, but just from my guess, he must feel like this is the place that he needs to be. You know what I mean? Like he's right where he needs to be, the right culture, the right coach. I mean, Popovich is still in the building. And this is a franchise with legacy, right? And even just French legacy, right? From Tony Parker, Boris Diaw, Nicole, what's it? Dang it, Colo, that's his name, Nico De Colo. I don't know. I don't know. I think he's French or I forgot. I'll figure it out. But yeah, so there. I mean, and not even just French. I mean, just international prospects in general, right? So I think this is just the perfect place he could have landed. You heard him in his interview, I think on the JJ Redick pod when he was in the draft, like, like he couldn't have wrote it better. Like this is like perfect organization that he would want to have the number one pick, right? So this is definitely the case. I mean, they made it to the finals, what, in his second, third year. You know what I mean? So I mean the future is definitely bright for sure.
Yeah, shout out to Wemby, man. Um, I think he fell into the right organization. Um, and I think he's gained a lot of knowledge from the people around him, from Pop and Duncan. Um, he just needs to get in the gym, develop a sky hook, like I've been saying. Um, be dominant. But yeah, the future looks
Indeed.
bright for the Spurs. They
Yeah.
got Wemby. they're gonna do their 3 point guard lineup with Billy Donovan as their lead assistant. Um, so they already figured out the whole Dylan Harper wanted to be a starter situation.
Hmm.
They'll just play all three of them together. Um, and I think Wemby saw that and he's like, I like where this is going. I will resign.
I mean, and they have time, right? Harper, like Castle's still on his rookie deal, right? That doesn't end until 2028. Dylan Harper, I mean, what, he just signed his rookie deal. So I mean, to think a rookie deal is 56 mil is crazy. Like what? Like that's I mean, shout out to him, but so like his deal is not gonna enter 2029. So it's like, you have time, you know what I mean, to build this organization. And Wemby gave you even more time, by, sacrificing the 50 mil. You know what I mean? Sure he'll get it on the back end, just with how talented he is if he keeps growing the way he is. But you definitely have now the money for sure and the pieces to kind of kind of uh figure out, how to, get back to the finals next year. Now, where do you think De'Aaron Fox kind of fits in this whole puzzle? You know what I mean? We know the type of player, that he is, but like, does he fit? Do you think he's fitting? Does he fit into their long-term plans? Because his deal is up. I mean, pretty much after the season after Harper's deal is up. So, I mean, he's locked in till 2030. So it's like, why the face?
You know what my answer is gonna be?
Go for
Dude, Billy Donovan, 3 point guard lineup. He fits right into that future,
it.
right in
That's
there perfectly.
That'd be interesting. Oh man, I'm gonna laugh so hard when like when they're all like when they just start one game. Like if that's the starting lineup the first game of the season.
It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. I'm telling you right now, it's gonna happen.
Oh man, but nah, I mean the Spurs are in a good spot though. Just named out, after naming out all those deals, most of those guys aren't really like until 2028, like they're looking really good. You know what I mean? Um, you know, Curious to see like what Fox would be like if he's still there by 2028, because I think that'll affect Castle's situation. So I think if you're Stephon Castle though, I mean you've gotta you gotta bring it. You know what I mean? I
How
think
does that
uh
affect Apple?
I think it just I'll say from a perspective of um like
Wouldn't,
making them have to choose you in a sense.
wouldn't that affect more Dylan Harper though? If he's there,
Why
because
you say that?
Dylan Harper is the one that wants to start. Dylan Harper's coming off the bench. He wants to start. He wants more minutes. I think the Aaron being there affects more Dylan Harper, um, which his minutes that he could get compared to Stephon Castle, who's already a starter, who's already getting all those minutes next to
Yeah.
Fox.
Yeah, I was just thinking more so like the like whose deal's coming up first, like who's probably gonna have to sign first. But then also, now that I think about it, with rookies though on their deal, are they eligible to sign those extensions the summer before, or do they have to wait? Do they have to fully play out their rookie deal?
No, because Wemby's going into his fourth season, and he just
Right.
signed his deal.
So he forfeited his fourth year's rookie salary, and then it's
No, he's
gonna,
still getting his rookie salary.
yeah.
After your
That,
third year, you're allowed to extend. So
oh,
this year coming up, he's still getting his rookie salary. And the year
right.
after, it's when the new contract kicks in.
Oh yeah, yeah, you're right. You're right. You're right. Okay. Yeah, because I don't know. I used to see like certain deals, like I used to see like it would automatically populate the next season for certain guys. I don't know. I don't know why, but no, I mean definitely shout out to the Spurs. In a great position. You know, done it the right way. Building through the draft. You draft Harper, you draft Wemby. You draft Castle. you draft some guys. You draft Carter Bryant. So really the only trade outside piece is what De'Aaron Fox maybe, Harrison Barnes. But other than that, you know you've done pretty well. And hopefully they continue to grow together and we'll see if we'll see him back in the finals.
So, yes, sir.
Yes,
All right,
sir.
we got a few signings that happened. Um, since we're already in one big on an extension, a few just quick signings. So first shout out to Mo Bamba. He got the song. Now he got
I
the
got
contract. Agreed to a 2-year deal to go to the Utah Jazz, or I guess return to the Jazz. Now they don't have Walker Kessler, so you get more minutes.
X.
But
Return as in he was there last year.
what it says, I'm gonna be honest. I didn't even know he was there last year.
I didn't even know he was on the Raptors last year.
The
So
Raptors,
so apparently he got traded to the Raptors at some point last season.
huh?
Yeah, I didn't even know he was on the
That's
Raptors.
crazy. That's crazy. I didn't even
I
know. That's
mean,
crazy.
when you think about it, the Raptors had Podol, they had Colin Murray Boyles, they had Sandro. So they had some guys.
Well, maybe he'll get some playing time here on the Jazz as the backup center, because I guess
Yeah.
Nurkic was starting.
I mean, you got Nurkic, you got Filipowski. I mean, it's some guys. They've got some Filipowski's nice, bro. Like he's nice. So it's like I don't know. I guess technically he's a vet at this point. So it's like, but then you pay Nurkic all that money. So it's like you're not playing Bomba over him. I mean, and Bomba's what, 28? So I guess he's there for like depth. They just give him some more front court depth, which isn't too bad to have. I don't
Yeah,
know. That's interesting. I mean, because he had all the tools. Like, am I wrong? Like, the land, capable shooter. It's just I wonder kind of see like I wonder where it went wrong. Like, where did it all go
not
wrong? Where did
not everybody has the Mamba mentality to want to improve and be better and be great.
mm,
You can have all the
possibility?
tools, but if your mind's not in it,
Yeah,
we're gonna get there.
that's a good point. Yeah, shout out to him though. We'll see if able to carve out a rotation spot.
Next, we got Jordan Clarkson agreed on a 1-year, 3.9 deal to return to the Knicks. Won a championship with them. Now he's back to provide some bench depth for them and continue where the trajectory that he was on.
Shout out to him. Um, yeah,
Yeah,
go try
shout out
one
to him.
another one.
Who else do we have here? Wemby, we already talked about that. Yes. Gary Trent Jr. agreed to a 4-year, $64 million deal with the Milwaukee Bucks. Very controversial deal.
Why controversial?
You haven't seen the outrage on Twitter?
Nah.
Gary Trent was playing for the minimum for the Bucks for the last 2 years, and now all of a sudden he
Oh,
gets a 4-year, $64 million deal. Um, kind of outrageous. What was his stats last season? I don't
also
think
this
his
is like
stats
a
were.
payback.
That's what people are saying. Like there had to be some handshake deal to pay him
Yeah,
back because I don't even know if his stats were like that, like a
yeah.
64 million.
I mean, I don't know. Yeah, this must have been like it must have been just a thank you for your loyalty type thing. Uh, not to say. He's a great shooter. He did have some years where he did put up some good numbers. Especially with the Raptors, but you really haven't heard much from him. Since then. So I don't know. I mean, him. I'm trying to see how do him and Hero kind of fit. You know, uh,
What I'm
like
saying,
I guess Ryan Rollins is the point guard, of course. You still got Turner. Um, who am I missing? Who am I missing? Thanasis. I'm
Porter
still
Jr.
missing him. Who?
Porter Jr. I think something.
Oh yeah, dang, they still got Porter. I forgot about Kevin Porter Jr. Wow. Yeah. So still got Kevin Porter Jr. I mean, yeah, I don't know what they're building, but they're building something, you know?
Building something.
They're building something.
That's facts right there. They're building something. Yeah. What do we got next? What do we got next?
We got next.
EuroLeague Defender of the Year.
No idea.
Huh?
Oh, go ahead.
Defender of the Year. Remember that. Defender of the Year. Alpha Diallo agreed to a 1 year, 1.4 million deal to go to the Nuggets. So, the Nuggets get themselves a nice little defender. Um, I think that's probably the biggest thing for them. Defense, maybe. Um,
Shout out to bro. Yeah, no. Um, yes, I guess he's supposed to be a good defender. Honestly, got excited. I thought they were getting Hamadou Diallo, you know. But shout out to bro though. To be the best defender in the Euro League, the Euro League is probably you could argue maybe what second best league in the world. I mean, who knows, right? So it's like, to be the best defender there with all the talent that's there, you know what I mean? I mean, he's talking like what who's some guys in Euro League? I mean, Mike James or you know, uh Taylor Horton Tucker, Dwayne Bacon, Orlando Magic legend, right? You know, um, uh, some guys over there. So Justin Anderson. So I mean, it's a lot of guys over there. So for him to be best defender, see if we could bring that to the league, man.
yep. We'll see what he could do. But he could. I think he could fit in well with the Nuggets to be that primary defender. I think they rely on Aaron Gordon a lot, so to have somebody else there, I think that would be beneficial for them.
I wonder if he's like a 3 and D type of guy, or if he's just like straight utility, like defense type of dude.
We'll see. And then gonna have to watch some highlights of the EuroLeague now.
That's right.
Next we have one that just recently happened. Zaire Williams agreed to a 1 year, $3 million deal with the Los Angeles Lakers.
Okay. Where was he last year?
Uh,
Man, he wasn't with Memphis no more.
that's
Right. 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 Um, with the Lakers. I mean,
they needed some forwards.
uh, Austin. Um,
They needed forwards. They got a forward.
yeah. Is he gonna start? I mean, I don't know. What are the
I
Lakers
don't know.
doing?
Maybe he's off the bench. He's probably
Yeah,
who
probably off
knows?
the
They're
bench, but
probably still trying to get Kaminga. Remember we talked about that rumor last time. So
that'd be nice. That'd be super nice, bro. I mean, would be super nice. That's what happens. You know, but yeah, nah, shout out to bro. Uh,
yep,
you know, get a
nice
chance
little deal.
to ball out in La La Land. But yeah,
Nice little deal. Um, we have former championship winning Lakers head coach Frank Vogel agreed to become the associate head coach um for the Golden State Warriors. The Warriors are really
indeed.
good at bringing in like ex head coaches to be like their next man up on their current Steve Kerr. So I think that's pretty good. More people should do that, in my opinion.
Yeah, it actually makes me think of like I don't know if you watch football, like I don't know, like Steve Kerr is low key like the Sean McVay of like the NBA. Like the Rams coach, the Los Angeles Rams football team, like their head coach, like a lot of his assistants, like they end up getting like head coaching jobs, you know what I mean? So it's like I've seen that with Kerr, right? Right? Mike Brown, Kenny Atkinson. Um, I don't know if are there any other ones, maybe? Uh, bro,
And but Kerr was more like an old head coaches who became assistants,
Mm-hmm.
becoming assistants led them to become head coaching again.
Right. It was like, I mean, and I mean, you even like look like you even like go through them like Willie Green, uh, Luke Walton. So like he's got some guys, that's been able to, be with him and kind of end up going back. So I'm wondering if like Vogel, like when I saw this, I honestly thought that I think maybe Vogel wants another head coaching gig. Like that's just my thought. That was just my thought process. And I think this kind of perfect way to kind of go. Now, the thing is, I mean, the Warriors are clearly not the same. I mean, we'll see if they get, a certain free agent. But I think I mean, as of right now, I mean, I don't the Warriors are definitely looking spooky, but Steve Kerr definitely has that pedigree of, like you said, certain old head coaches, and then them becoming head coaches again.
Yeah, maybe. So we'll see if he gets a job. Um, I think his contract. I want to know if his contract just ended. Um, I think he got fired with still time on his contract. But who
Hmm.
knows? Like maybe that money dried out. He was like, all right, now I gotta go back.
Okay.
Vacation's over.
Because his last head coaching gig was Lakers, right?
Mm, Suns? Did he coach the Suns? I gotta
Yeah.
verify that.
You might be right. Yeah.
Because the Suns went through like three head coaches when KD was there.
That was wild. That was so wild.
Uh,
That was so wild.
Pulling up Wikipedia. Okay, so he was the head coach on the Suns
Hmm.
2023-24.
Right.
And apparently he was an assistant on the Mavs.
Oh, okay. Oh,
I
so
didn't even
last
know
year
that. Yeah, from 25-26 last year. Yeah.
took the season off, after the Suns and yeah,
Yeah.
went to Dallas. Okay, it's cool.
Good for him.
No, shout out to him.
Um, I think that's it for I think that's it. Unless I'm missing something. That they skipped over something in Shams.
Summer League.
I mean, yeah, Summer League. I'm saying Shams. I think that's it for Shams
Um,
daily tweets.
yeah, I think
That
that's it.
happened all summer. So, but yeah, Summer League happened. How we feeling?
It's great to see you. All the young talent. Um, I'm saying young talent like I'm not young. Like what are we doing?
I mean,
Bro, we're
they're
almost
younger.
30.
They're younger than us.
We're
Bro,
almost
don't
30.
don't say
I'm
that.
sorry. I'm almost 30.
We don't
My
gotta
bad.
put
I
that in
ain't
the
you
atmosphere, bro.
almost
I'm
you
still in
al-
my
you
20s.
almost
Let me enjoy my 20s.
you ain't even hit your Jordan year yet. Like, my bad. I'm sorry.
Man,
Um, yeah.
I'm still 19 and in college in my heart.
But I'm almost 30. Like that's crazy. I was thinking about that the other day. I was like, that's wild, bro. 10 years from there, 40. Like what? Crazy. No, God willing. But
I always thought when you're talking about that,
mhm.
the moment when an NBA draft happened and everybody that was coming in was younger than me was such an eye-opening moment because I was just so used to all the young guys coming in were always older than me.
I-
Made me think I still had any type of hope. Um, and then they started being younger than me, and I was like, all right,
what do you mean?
NBA not a thing.
You mean type of Pope? You still got it, bro.
But yeah, anyway, go ahead. Summer League.
I believe in you, bro. You're
I
probably
believe
like
in you.
one of the best defenders I've ever played against. I'm keeping that book.
I believe in you. You could give Giannis a little.
Oh, uh, summer league. Okay, where do we start? I caught a couple games Saturday. Um, some good talent. Caught the Sixers game. They were against the Pacers. Um, they're LeBaron Philon. I mean, it was good to see him. You know, he's talked about so much. You know what I mean? So it was good to see how he played. I thought he played pretty well. Um, he's definitely best. He's definitely a shot creator. Like he's definitely a hooper for sure. Like just give him the ball, um, just just let him go. Right? I think he's best when you just let him go, do his thing. Now, will he have that freedom in the league? Most likely, with a team with Jalen Brown and Tyrese Maxey and Joel Embiid. You know what I mean? So, um, I think that may be an adjustment for sure. And he did have the ball a lot in his hands, so he did have to like initiate a lot of the offense. So I'm shit. So that was interesting to me. It looks kind of off, because you kind of see that like he's not really a natural point guard. You know what I mean? So I'm sure there's definitely gonna be some development there, and I'm wondering if that's gonna be his key to, what I mean, getting playing time. You know what I mean? Like I'm wondering if he's gonna have to fit into that role. But uh, Janai Broom, I think it's kind of spelled like Johnny, but he was great. Um, he's definitely got a kind of like I don't want to say old man's game, but like a season. I'd say season game. Like he's not the most athletic. He's not the fastest, but he just gets it done. You know what I mean? And you love players like that just get it done. You know what I mean? And just give him the ball on the block. It's very skilled, could put the ball on the floor as well. So it's like he's not really kind of just like a post up type of dude. Like, he can get stuff going from the perimeter, as well. So I'm curious to see, if he's a part of their, consistent part of their rotation because he definitely can play for sure. The Nuggets had this guy Simpson. Apparently he was on their G League team last year. I want to get the KJ Simpson. Yeah. I thought he played pretty well. He's very active. 19 points, 4 rebounds, 4 assists. I thought he had played with a lot of just tenacity and just he talks a lot, and it's fun though. It makes it fun watching those type of players and have that type of passion. Trying to think of what they have now. What I mean, who's behind Murray? I mean, they don't have Monty Morris no more. They don't have because who's the backup PG last year? I think. Um,
It's a very good question.
right. Hey, like was Jamal Murray playing 48 minutes every night? Uh Yeah, I don't know. I gotta think about that one, but yeah, I mean, I think he could be somebody maybe that could kind of crack that rotation. And then more importantly, I mean the player from the Lakers, Palumba.
Oh, they have
Yeah,
Tyus
like
Jones. My bad. Tyus Jones.
okay, yeah. So yeah, I mean that. Well, no though, because I mean, even with Tyus Jones in the Magic though, you thought he might have played more than he did, and so I mean, there might be some opportunity there. Who knows? But Kalumba for the Lakers, I thought he had a great game as well. Very efficient too, 13 of 18, 34 points. He just did it all. I mean, he just got buckets. So I'm wondering if he's going to be maybe somebody JJ looks forward to, or if he's on the team. That'll be interesting to see. But some, and even I like the Hawks point guard too. Flemings, I thought he did well. I wanted to see him and Michael Brown go against each other. I thought that would have been a good, matchup to kind of see two young guards, two top 10 picks, go at it, especially both playing the point guard position. But I think Michael maybe I don't know if he was hurt or sat out that game, but Flemings, I thought he played well, and he's definitely a natural point and controls the ball very well and control and it controls the position. But there's some guys though. It's,
This
it's
is
some
a
hoopers.
very, very well analysis. Um,
Thanks, bro.
that
I'm
I
trying.
really appreciated. Um, just because my time was mostly spent on, you know, looking at highlights, specifically looking at the oh, you had something.
Mm-mm. Well, after. Now you look.
So my analysis was spent more on the highlights, and I'm usually more interested in looking at the pick, who won the first
Anybody
round.
stand out to you so far?
Um, so I thought I looked back. Something that stood out to me was AJ. I think he scored 27.
Hey, I didn't even talk about AJ. Jeez.
Um, but I kind of like that because I was looking more into like the draft picks and how they played. I
Hmm.
wasn't really thinking too much of everybody else in summer league.
Yeah,
Who some have the opportunity to make it depending on how well they play. So it's good to get your insight as somebody who watched the full game and got to analyze other people
yeah.
instead of just those first round picks, second round picks like I did. Um, but with AJ, I think he scored 27. I think it was interesting because I saw a thing comparing him to the last few first round picks. I think Flag scored like 10, Wemby scored like 9. Um, and you could already, we just talked about Wemby being a generational talent, getting
Right.
$252 million, and for his first game to only score 9. And then you look at AJ over here, his first game scoring 27. Um,
Or
pure
even
hooper.
Caleb Wilson.
Yeah, yeah. Just everybody did so well, honestly. I was
Right.
I feel like I'm always looking for that one guy that like, damn, he didn't do so good because Wemby scored 9, Black scored 10 their first game. So you're kind of always looking at that, and then to look at the score and be like, damn, every every like lottery pick did so well. Like they contributed in some type of way for something I think was really good.
I mean, guys are just so talented, bro. Like, I
It's
mean,
a deep draft.
yeah. Like, I mean, just kids they're able to come into the league and do everything. Pass, dribble, shoot. Like, I mean, just do it all. And the athleticism. And I don't know if it's just training. Like, I don't know if training has been just, better or just it's something, because kids are just getting more and more talented throughout the years. You know, while you were talking about AJ though, you hear the comparisons, right? T Mac. I don't know what was the other comparison somebody gave him. Wasn't it was T Mac, but I don't know who was it. Was it it wasn't Jalen Brown. It was somebody. I don't know, but I don't know why he just looks different out there though. And I don't know if it's just me, but he doesn't look like nobody. He doesn't look like another player out there. Like he looks like its own. Like if he keeps it up, if he keeps working, and hopefully a healthy career and everything like that, like he could go down as like one of the guys. I mean, he could do it all, and like even like when I seen him like um in college, like he's like pause, but like he's a specimen. Like I got to see him. When was it? I think that was Thanksgiving or something. It was like a tournament in at Disney or something. Like he was like he's a specimen, like in terms of like he's not a scrawny like skinny type of dude, like but like he's kind of strong, you know what I mean? So like he'll be able to kind of play those different forward positions, play guard. Like he very versatile too, and I mean can do it all on the floor. So I think he's definitely prepared. Seems like he's well prepared for this. You kind of saw the NBA kind of marketing him, while he was in the senior year of college. I mean, a senior year of high school. You know what I mean? Trying to maybe kind of, mold him into like maybe like a future number one pick, which is what he became. But he's definitely ready for the moment for sure.
Somebody else that I think really impressed me um, when I was looking at it was Excel with the Warriors. Um,
Mm,
I think he's such a good all around player. Um, in terms of he's a real stat sheet stuffer. Um, and I like that you know I like the story of he's not just one of those one and done players that are so talented, comes here and talented. He's one of those, you know, spend his years in college to improve and get better, and now comes into the NBA. I think, ready to contribute in anything that the team needs, and I think he's going to be a big help for the Warriors because he could just whatever the Warriors need. I think he's going to be a good contributor for them.
No, agreed, agreed. No, he's definitely nice though. He can do it all. Yeah, I agree. Everything you said. Um, no, I don't know how to ask this.
Oh,
Morez Johnson, right? Like, and and I don't know how to explain. Like, this could be one of those, and his type of pick, right? Because he was what, number nine? Like top, he was like number nine or something like that, I believe. Yeah,
Niner.
yeah, I
Was he
think he was
okay?
like number nine or something. Yeah, he was nine. Yeah. So, but it's like when you think of a top 10 pick, I don't know if you really think of his type of skill set. But then again, it's like this type of pick may be a guy that's a part of your franchise for a few years and like contributes to championships. You know what I mean? In terms of just utility or, like, or even just upside, like, what he could develop into. Right. So I'm curious to watch him just because it's like, like when, like, like a Cam Johnson, right? Like, you know what I mean? Like when Cam Johnson was like 10, I don't really know if people were expecting Cam to go 10, but he's kind of like carved out, an NBA role. You know what I mean? So I'm wondering, and Cam Johnson was just the first one to pop in my head, but I'm wondering because when I see him, it's like he doesn't really pop out like talent, like AJ, Peterson, Kingston Fleming, it's like Michael Brown. Like it's like the talent just pops off. You know what I mean? Offensively, right? But like I don't really know if he has that developed yet. Like even Yaxel, like it's kind of developed offensively, right? So it's like I'm wondering, like for the Magic to use that pick, especially with his college coach being, the head coach and everything. Like I'm wondering, there's like a method, to this because he does. I mean, because he does have the skill set to like be a part of a franchise. Like I said earlier, like to help when you win games, but like when you think of a top 10 pick, like I wonder, it's just interesting to go that route.
What I think it was is I feel like either way it was going to be a Michigan guy that was going to get picked by the Mavs. It's because the coach
Oh,
connect.
really?
What do you mean, really?
I mean, it's a lot of guys that could have went with.
Who's the coach?
No, that's what I mean, really. That's what I mean, really.
Coach was going to pick one of his people.
He's gonna pick one.
It wasn't guaranteed he was going to pick one of his people. Maybe it was in the contract. If I sign, make sure you get one of my guys in here. Um, but I really think it
Oh
might have
man.
come down to just age. With that pick, along with it had to be one of his people, and added to that, who was the youngest out of the group that could have went high up, and I think that's why they picked him. Maybe Coach sees that he could develop him while alongside the rest of the team. So that was kind of my thought process with that pick happened. Not one that's going to stand out, but if you kind of look at those factors, that's why I think it happened.
Yeah. Yeah, nah. I mean, so who do you think, just judging by from what you've seen, just the bit of film that you've seen, like, and I mean, and just from what you've seen from players, like, who do you think is in the best situation? And like, I guess who you think's in the best situation, and who are you more excited, who you excited to watch and see develop over the course of the rookie year?
Who's in the best situation?
Yeah.
That's a tricky one. Who's in the best situation?
I
Because
mean,
you kind of got best situations in terms of like guys like AJ, who's in a situation where you gotta Trey Young, you gotta AD, you got these veterans, and your team is wants to make that push for the playoffs. It's not very often that you get to be drafted number one overall pick to a team that wants to head to the playoffs. Usually the teams are still rebuilding. But I think, in terms of that, I think he's in a good situation. But then you look at somebody like, maybe a Cam Boozer who's on the Grizzlies, and who else is on that Grizzlies? Maybe the Grizzlies are gonna give him all the touches.
D'Lo,
Maybe in that sense he's in the best situation. So what did you say?
D'Lo.
Okay. D'Lo's gonna get all the touches over Cam Boozer. Okay. Okay.
Uh, I don't know. I think it's a lot of different ways you can go. You know, um, I think for me it was kind of an easy answer, but I don't know. I mean, Caleb Wilson. You know, just because. I mean, I'm not expecting the Bulls to make the playoffs. I mean, they lost pretty much everybody since Lonzo left.
How is it an
Um,
easy? Explain to me how you think it's easy though.
I
That's why I'm
say
more
easy.
surprised.
I say easy because I think there will be an ability to make mistakes. Now I don't know though because I don't know because Thiago Splitter is coming from a playoff team, so he may not be on that rebuild. Well, and then also the new rebuild. I mean, not rebuild. The new tanking anti-tanking rule. So, I mean, I guess teams are less likely to tank now, but I think I don't really see much competition, for his position. So I just think that he'll have more freedom to kind of just develop, you know, um, develop his game. Because with the talent that he has, like I think he can definitely be like a 20 point per game scorer, in the league. And I think he'll have perfect opportunity just the way this team is constructed to do such a thing. Like with AJ, you have Trey Young, Anthony Davis, if he's maybe 60%, like he can 60% Anthony Davis could probably average like 16 points a game. You know what I mean? So it's like I'm almost say 60 points a game. Why? Whoa. But like Trey Johnson, right? Alex Sarr. Like there's a lot of like it's only one ball. You know what I mean? And I just named like five, six guys, right? So it's like for AJ, it's like, and I don't know if this is a situation to where to your team, AJ, like take us to the promised land. You've got Trey Young, like on this team. You know what I mean? Like I don't know if you can. I don't know how that would go in the huddle. Like let's run through AJ. Trey, you just play second fiddle or something. Like I don't see that. I mean, we saw the deal. I mean, like $240 million deal or something like that. Like so, I mean, he just signed a max deal, so like you're paying him max money, so he's the guy, right? So I think with ages, like I think you will want to go to a situation where, like a Cooper Flag, where you're not trying to win, but you're able to kind of develop. Like Cooper dropped 50. You know what I mean? Like he dropped 50 points. You know what that's going to do to his confidence? Like, so I think Caleb Wilson kind of has a similar situation to where it's not too much. I don't think it's too much battle for playing time. Maybe I gotta look at the roster, but I don't really see nobody off the top of my head that will like kind of compete for like that 4 or 3 position. And then also like, I mean, it's the Bulls. Like, you know what I mean? So not to say they're gonna lose every game, but I mean, they haven't played like winning basketball in a little while.
Just just a thought.
Mm-hmm.
What's the difference between him and Boozer
Uh,
situation wise? As you said, it was an easy choice, but I think Boozer also has this freedom that he
sure.
has. There's nobody to compete against him. He's the guy. Unless you think D'Lo's the one who's taking all the shots here, and he might not get it if I'm hearing you correctly.
Maybe maybe just think about it now. Just think about the answer to your question now. I would probably say who's gonna give him the ball. Like,
Good point.
because Caleb, because Caleb could create, and not to say Cam Boozer can't create, but it's more like it's more fluid when you see Caleb kind of like it's more natural. Like Cam, I think he can do it. I think it would just be more work if he has to create at the NBA level than maybe a Caleb Wilson. You know what I mean?
Wilson also has OKC legend Josh Giddey there.
You
For him
know?
some
And
plays.
Giddy's gonna give him the ball. Like, you know what I mean? Giddy dishes that rock out. You know what I
Okay.
mean? So it's like, um, I think that kind of like plays into it too. But I think Cam Boozer is definitely gonna have opportunity to get some numbers. Like, I mean, he should. I don't see why he shouldn't average the double double this year. I mean, that's definitely doable. You know, especially with how Memphis is looking. But he'll definitely have some opportunities too up there.
Good point. You bring up some good points.
But no, you did bring up a great point though. Like these rookies are, I mean, like it's just getting better and better. Like they're just getting better and better every year. And then it's like it's tough, right? Because it's like you could draft some guys a year or two ago, and you're feeling really good, but then some like this year, like you see some talented guys come back in. And it's just like, dang, like we're only 2 years into this guy's rookie deal, but like you got these more talented guys coming in. It's just like I don't it just keeps repeating, you know? But yeah, nah, talent is definitely it's definitely there though, for sure.
Yep. Looking bright. Looking bright.
Sure, for sure. But yeah, you got anything else?
Oh,
Well, man, we appreciate y'all for tuning in. Uh Bam out of bio, Tyler Hero. I don't know, go share a public sub or something. I don't know. It's just um
okay.
uh
Like,
but yeah,
comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications, share the podcast with your friends, your family, your
all
cousins,
of them.
your
Yes.
auntie, your dog walkers, your school bully who punches you after you get traded.
Hey,
Um,
hey Bam out of bio. Jeez.
but yeah,
Relax. Relax, buddy.
support the podcast. Support the podcast.
For the pod. Catch you in the next vid. Wemby, you're a humanitarian. We out.